Is anyone here prepared to say just what they mean, or is it too late for anyone here to try to do just what it takes to get through to you? Let's all make believe we're still friends and we like each other. Let's all make believe that in the end we're gonna need each other. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne back with another lesson and an amazing Oasis B-side today. Let's all make believe. This was the B-side to Go Let It Out. A very underrated B-side. This should have been an album track, in my opinion, on, you know, Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. Liam's vocals are absolutely amazing on this track, so it is a sort of a fan favourite, this one. It's one I've not done before. It has got one bar chord in, however, so I wouldn't say it's an easy song, but if you're just getting into bar chords, if you're at that stage, this would be the ideal song. Now, if you do want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up at my Patreon page, so you'll find a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. And the way that works is click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you guys want to pledge. I can promise you it all generally goes back into the lesson, so it's a way that you guys can help this channel out. And it gives you access to all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to all my YouTube content, well, particularly everything I've done over the past just over 5 years now. There's also some exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube. There's videos there from the archive. There's stuff there to coincide with some of the technique lessons that I do. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. If you don't want to do that, underneath the video somewhere there's a super thanks link. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, massively appreciated. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so. Now, if you are subscribed and you haven't got round to it for whatever reason, please hit that little notification bell that's just underneath the video somewhere there, and you get notified every time I put a new video out, so you can keep up to date with all the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as I always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so to play this song, you're going to need your guitar in standard tuning, and the chords to the intro are going to be a D minor, and I'm going to go to this chord that's called a D minor augmented, okay? So the way that we do that, the way that I do that anyway, just on the D minor chord, I'm going to add my little pinky, that will be on the 3rd fret on the G string, okay? So what we get is, you see that, adding my pinky on that 3rd fret on the G. Does that 3 times, the D minor to that D minor augmented. Now if you don't want to do it that way, another way that you could do it, you could keep your 1st finger on the 1st fret, you know, on the top E string, 3rd finger 3rd fret on the G, little pinky 3rd fret on the B string, okay? Then we're going to go to an F major 7, so I do an F major 7 with a C bass in, so if you've never seen me do that before, just take a regular F major 7, and we're going to move the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret on the A string, little pinky 3rd fret on the D string, okay? Then we're going to go to an A sus 4, and then back to an A again. So if you just play that intro round, we've got... Go to the F major 7, A sus 4, back to the A. Okay, so when we switch to the verse, we're going to go to a D chord. We're going to do that D minor augmented again, but the way that I do it in the verse, I do it the way that I explain the alternative way in the intro. 1st finger 1st fret on the top E string, 3rd finger that will go on the 3rd fret on the G string, little pinky 3rd fret on the B string, okay? Then we're going to go to an F major 7, an A, and then it goes around again. D minor augmented, F major 7, A, And then right at the end of that verse that takes us into the chorus, we're going to go to a B flat. But I'm just going to sing you that verse through so you can see how that gels together. So what we get is anyone here prepared to say just what they mean, or is it too late for anyone here to try to do just what it takes to get through to you? Okay, now the way that I do the B flat going into the chorus, obviously I'm borrowing the first fret, and I do sort of, you know, like a lazy A shape. That's with my third finger, I'm covering obviously, you know, the third fret on the D, the G and the B string. Now if you're doing the A chord with fingers 2, 3 and 4, another way that you could do it, which would make it a lot easier for a lot of people, is just slide that up, you know, obviously one fret and then put the bar on. If you wanted to do it that way, okay, but I prefer to do it, you know, I always play sort of A root bar chords that way. Okay, so the chords to the chorus, we're going to start on that B flat, then we're going to go to the F major 7 and then the A. Round again, we got the B flat, F major 7, A, and then there's A sus4, back to the A again, and that's going to take us into the next verse. So I'll just sing you that chorus through. So what we get is, so let's all make believe we're still friends and we like each other. Let's all make believe that in the end we're gonna need each other. That's going to take us into verse 2. So all that repeats. We got obviously another verse, another chorus. After the second chorus, we've got a little solo part. That's just going from a D minor to an A. So what we get is, and the third time around, D minor, A. A sus4, back to the A. So let's we go back into the chorus again. Okay, the only difference with the second chorus, it goes around twice. There's obviously another part to the chorus, and the same, you know, obviously with chorus 3. What we do then, we go back into the intro chord. So the outro is just that D minor again, and that D minor augmented. Okay, so what we get is, going to go around 4 times and then finish on the D minor. Okay, so that's pretty much, you know, the meat and potatoes of the song. Some quite unusual chords in there. As I say, you've got that bar chord as well, but other than that, fairly straightforward. Now a good strumming pattern that would work for this, I tend to use a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. That's a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. Okay, so if you hear that around the chords, we get, would work pretty much all the way through the song, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that lesson, and as I always say at this point in my lessons, come on, if you don't like that song, you don't like music. A very underrated Oasis B-side, that one. I've had a lot of requests for this one over the years, and for whatever reason I've never got round to doing it, but hope I've pleased everybody by doing that now. Absolutely amazing song this. If you've never heard it before, if you are sort of, you know, just into the obvious Oasis stuff, go and check this one out. As I said, it was the B-side to Go Let It Out, so there we go. Should have been an album track in my opinion. So there we go. With all the Oasis hype building, I'm going to do a few sort of Oasis lessons, maybe redo some of my tutorials on the build-up, obviously, to the new tour, Live 25. We're literally at this point 3 weeks away. I'm going the Heaton Park gig on July the 11th. Can't wait. Don't really know what to expect. I just hope it's worth all the hype. So there we go. And as I say, if you've got any requests for any other Oasis things, you know, B-sides like this one that I've not done before, or any album tracks, or any of the, you know, obvious ones, I've done most of those though. But it doesn't even have to be Oasis related. It can be any from 50s to modern day. It's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in, so obviously comment below the video in the comments, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video. You're very welcome to. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, thanks everyone who's subscribed, really means a lot. Thanks for your continued support. If you haven't got round to it, please hit that little notification bell. It's just underneath the video somewhere there, so you can keep up to date with all the videos that we'll put out. The Patreon page, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want all the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns, as well as bonus content. There's a link to that in the comments, also a link in the description. I've got the super thanks link just underneath the video there. If you want to click on that and make a small donation, again, massively appreciated. And another way that you guys could help this channel out, this doesn't cost you a penny however, and it's word of mouth. Word of mouth is a very powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my lessons, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues. Anyone you know plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. I really appreciate that. So that just leads me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.